Hello everyone in the EDAP 585 class. This is your instructor, Stephen Swan. I will be referring to you from now on as 585ers. Your class starts this Thursday, January the 8th. The class is an online class, but I will actually be holding a certain time down, 4:30 to 7 on Thursdays. If you want to join us there synchronously, meaning you will be there in real time, you can actually talk to me during class. That's fine. You do not have to be there. And I want to show you this. It's here in our Start Here where your landing pad is. If you look down here, there's my text number. Use it. So if you want to know something extra, if I did not make it clear in class, then you make sure that you talk to me using text. Don't use email. Use text. You'll find that I can get to you much faster than if you just get into the queue. That's, my email. So, having said that, remember, always reach out to me via text. What we'll do is I record the class using this right here, Collaborate Ultra. I'll show you how that works here in just a second. The class is broken down into modules. Each module represents a different aspect of what I think is pertinent to this idea of technology integration into education. We first take a look at it through the eyes of someone who's written a lot about education and technology use, a gentleman by the name of Michael Fullen. Dr. Fullen, I actually know Dr. Fullen. He works at the University of Toronto. He was the dean there. He is most famous for his change knowledge. He is also a University of Louisville Grommeyer Award winner. His picture is out there on the hall, coming up the stairs. His book is a very small book. It's very slender, very easy to read. But I think it contains some of the most important ideas that we have to grapple with when we talk about using technology in education. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. Dr. Fullen is an inveterate name dropper in his book, and I kind of like that if you know these names that he's talking about. So what I've tried to do here in this first module is introduce you to the people that he references in his books, so you can actually hear from them primary source material. What we'll be doing is we'll be looking at his book through chapters 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And we'll then be creating what are called infographics using a tool called a Pictochart that you'll use then to do your book study. In other words, we're going to basically take apart the book and we're going to give your ideas what the book is about. We'll be using a tool that you see right here that will display our wonderful ideas about our Pictocharts. And there's Dr. Fullen right there. Hello, Mike. He's a good guy. So, once we're done with that, we will jump into the research part, the research land part. We won't spend a lot of time here, but we'll spend enough time, I think, to get your feet wet a little bit into the various research frameworks that support this idea of technology integration into education. There are 3 of them. There's TPAC, TIM, and UDL. They all have different aspects, and we'll go over all that to make sure you understand it. Then we will land here, and we'll stick with this for a little while. This is the new big idea that's in education all over the state of Kentucky. This is the Google Classroom. I'm going to give you pretty much a Google Classroom tutorial, and then show you at the end of this, because this will probably be maybe 2, maybe 3 classes, definitely 2. We're going to show you then at the end how you can sign up to take the Google certification test. I think this is very much worthwhile to you to try to get done, and we'll go over all that. Let's see. We will then do a look at what digital natives are. Excuse me. What digital natives are, because that is a simmering debate about can we really reach kids today because they're digital natives and all the stuff that we're using. They don't look at it as anything all that unusual or exciting, but we'll get into that. Then we'll talk about all the different ways there are for putting your content into ways that are engaging online for kids. Get a lot of people like this one a lot. And then we'll take a side tour off into something called Google's take on coding and programming. Programming has become very big in the state of Kentucky. And finally, we'll wrap up with going where no one has gone before. We're going to go VR. We're going to learn how to build a VR landscape. I think you'll like that a lot. Here's your final. It's all right here. Nothing's hidden from you. It's all out in the open. And as I have said many times to many classes, if you have questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I freely give you that text number at 502-457-2937. Use it. If you have questions, if you can't be in class, although remember, this is your class. You can either take the class in synchronous time, meeting with me on 4:30 on Thursdays, or you can take the class and watch the videos anytime you want to. Hopefully by then, this cough will have gone away and I'll be back to normal. Look forward to hearing from you and working with you.